Hi, I'm Jamie Gutierrez from Fame Focus, and these are amazing Hollywood visual effects done so well that sometimes you don't even realise you've just seen them. For the Desolation of Smaug, Benedict Cumberbatch not only recorded the voice of Smaug, but also had a camera strapped to his head as he thrashed about on the soundstage. Koba from The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was a CGI version of actor Toby Kebbell, who acted out the bonobo's part throughout. A fully computer-generated model was then constructed and rigged with the tracking points from Kebbell's face and body. The motion capturing mixed with the CGI is what made the chimps in the movie so convincing. Game of Thrones! It's pretty obvious to everyone that Daenerys' dragons were actually CGI. It would have been a lot less convincing to simply enhance giant puppets, but she still needed to interact with the dragons on set, so rudimentary green props were used. The same challenge was encountered on a much larger scale with the skeletons. In Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket Raccoon's CG character was based on a very real raccoon named Oreo. Also, there was a teddy bear version that would be filmed so the animators could get a feel of how its fur reacted to the scene's lighting. In many of Rocket's dialogue scenes, a speaker and microphone were strapped to an extra to give other actors something to react to. And for the other scenes, actor Sean Gunn would kneel in front of them, reciting Rocket's lines. Many of his body movements were actually used in the final animation. It's no surprise that Man of Steel is packed full of CGI. When your main character is expected to have super speed and fly around the skies, there's going to be some special effects involved. However, something that wasn't CGI was Henry Cavill's pecs, as the actor refused any digital touch-ups or enhancements to his body in his shirtless scenes. He also refused to take steroids to muscle up for the role, saying it would have been dishonest of him to use trickery while playing Superman, and he wanted to push his body to the limits to develop his physique into one that was worthy of the character. In X-Men Days of Future Past, Mystique was so much more complex than simply just putting Jennifer Lawrence in a blue suit. The actors' reels would have to transition seamlessly from one another. VFX artists added a system called Feathergroom, tracked virtually to Lawrence's blue skin, changing colour as the scales are flipped over. This system could be moved over her entire body like a ripple in water. For her role as Mystique, Jennifer Lawrence wore a special bodysuit. She had previously worn full-body prosthetics in X-Men First Class, but found that too uncomfortable. Some people wonder why the majority of the end fight in the Avengers was filmed on a green screen and not in the real Manhattan streets. Just the logistics alone of shutting down a street for the entire shoot would have been a nightmare. Not to mention having to add so much digital debris and matte paintings afterwards anyway, that the whole thing may as well have been CGI from the start. And so it was. Artists had to create cars, mailboxes, fire hydrants, traffic lights, concrete streets, cables, bars, you name it, they CG'd it. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications to receive updates on our latest videos.